that, today I'll be showing you how to change your roller skate wheels. Hi again, hope you enjoy that accent. Oh, wait, where are you going? Oh, there you are. This is my first video, so yeah, enjoy. Let's get crack-a-lackin'. So these wheels that I have on now are the Candy Girl Skate wheels. They're basically outdoor wheels, and I'll be replacing them with the Rollerbones indoor/skate park wheels. So yeah. Alright, so you can use a tool like this. This is a wrench like that skaters use. You can find these online for like $15. However, I found some in my garage that I could use. So here is what I'll be using. I found these tools in my garage and they work perfectly for my skates. So I'll be using these instead, save a little change. Alright, so what I will be using is this socket wrench, and I'm going to be using a 1/2-inch socket, and then I will be using this Allen wrench tool. And this is what I use for my toe stops, but I'm going to also be using it for my skates. And then I'm going to be using my wheels, which are indoor and skate park wheels. Here I'm using my socket wrench, which you want to turn counterclockwise, or you can do what I'm going to be demonstrating and doing, which is using the ratchet method. And when I think of loosening and tightening my wheels, I use the phrase lefty-loosey, tighty-righty. Lefty loosey, tighty righty, and it's a great way to remember how to change your wheels or adjust your wheels. Once loosened, I will go ahead and remove the nut or axle lock nut, and I set it off to the side. Now I'm going to go ahead and remove my wheel, and right there in the very middle you can see that bearing on both sides, and I'm now going to be removing it by pressing what I think is the axle against the bearing, and after a couple tries that thing will just come right off. It took me a little while to learn, but you'll get it eventually. And yeah, so here in the very middle you can see this sort of metal piece that you'll see in just a moment up close. I'll be able to explain it a bit better, but here I am just taking off that bearing by once again pressing that what I think is the axle against the bearing to pop it right off, and there it goes. It'll come right off, and right here in the middle is what I was talking about, that little metal piece. We are also going to save that aside. This is going to go between the two bearings. And here's that other bearing, and I'm going to pop this one right off as well. And there it goes. We got it. All right, now for the next step. All right. Now to put on the new wheel. Basically, if I just place it on, it's going to fall, which is why bearings are so important. So I'm going to go ahead and take my first bearing, and I'm going to place it down on the dirty side while the cleaner side is facing moi. All right, so I'm going to take the new wheel, and I'm just going to place it on the axle, or what I think is on the axle, and on top of the bearing. And with my hands, I'm just going to press down to lock the bearing into my wheel. Now I will repeat the process by taking my bearing and putting the dirty side face down and the cleaner and oily side facing moi. Alright, so I'm going to take that metal piece and I'm just going to put it right on that bearing, and then once again I'm pressing the wheel down on the front side, and here we go. And I just do that as hard as I can until it locks onto there. And then checking with my fingers to make sure that it's really on there. And there you go. And so now you can see that little metal piece that is out of place. So I'm going to take my wrench and I'm just going to fix it. And then once I've done that, then I will set it down. All right. So here I go. And there we go. So now I'm going to take my nut. And I'm going to screw it clockwise until I can no longer turn it. And then once I can no longer turn it, I'm going to take my socket wrench and change the motion to right instead of left. And I'll once again use the ratchet method. But just before I do that, just going to let you know that you want to go clockwise, or in other words, to the right. And yeah, so that's what you want to do until it basically locks in. And it shouldn't take that long, but yeah, so here I am. I'm going to do the ratchet method. Alright, so now that that is locked in, as you can see, my wheel isn't really spinning. So I'm going to adjust the motion once again, and I'm just going to loosen that up just a bit. Not too much, just a bit. That way my wheel can turn much faster. And there you go. And the way that I know that they're on correctly is when I move them, there's no shakiness or that much movement in the wheels. Thank you so very much for watching, and please subscribe and like this video and comment down below any ideas that you would like to see next time, whether it's a tutorial or a review. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.